Yeah, man. I try to stay humble, man. And all it is, man, is just, I'm hard work, dedication, and I'm passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, man. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about these kids learning and understanding, because no matter what, man, if baseball doesn't work out, man, that hard work, dedication, and passion is going to take you to the next thing. And it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop. You just take that to, or if you go into business, take that work ethic that you had in baseball or the sport that you're in and transfer it over. So it doesn't stop, man. It stays the same. And that's all I try to push. Hard work, dedication, and be passionate about what you do.
Some people have ATMs, right? You got somewhere where you get money. You use the bank some type of way. Hopefully, by now you have. If you had, you got to have a deposit in order to make a withdrawal. Have you deposited enough in this week to make a withdrawal on Saturday? You really got to ask yourself, this here. Have you made a deposit sufficient enough to make the withdrawal that you want on Saturday night? See, the thing about it, we're not making deposits, then you're asking yourself for something on Saturday night that's phenomenal, and it ain't there. Because we ain't put in enough. In the weight room, we ain't put in enough academically to make a deposit for school, to have good grades. We haven't put in enough physically, athletically, film-wise, to make the withdrawal that we want in front of our parents and our home crowd on Saturday day. Fella, the enemy is something else. And what the enemy is trying to do with me is trying to attack my mobility, trying to attack your stability. That has nothing to do with my ability. So I'm not gonna stop. You can't stop. I'm not gonna stop. So you ain't gonna stop. Try to attack mobility to affect my ability to coach y'all, to inspire y'all, to encourage y'all, to motivate y'all, to hold y'all accountable. We ain't gonna allow that. So don't let nothing in your life, in your personal life, affect your mobility and your stability. Do you understand what I'm really trying to say? Because it's deep what I'm trying to tell you. If you really analyze it when you walk away from here, you'll understand I want the best for y'all. I want y'all to be out there, to go out there and be all you could darn be. But the enemy has a job too, to affect and infect you. Oftentimes it just affects your mind with a thought. You ain't got it. And you start believing that mess. You ain't that. You start believing that mess. He's better than me. You start believing that mess. They better than us. You start believing that mess. I'm tired. You start believing that mess. I'm hurt. You start believing that mess. I'm injured. I can't think. I can't study. I ain't smart. I ain't intelligent enough. I don't deserve that. We at HBCU. You start believing this foolishness. And the enemy's just attacking all of that ability. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. You better than this. I'm better than this. And we gonna hunt this weekend. Are we not? Yes, sir. Are we not?
Yes, sir.
Work those stuff. The enemy trading head. Trying to attack my mobility and my stability. But he forgot all about my ability to think my way out this thing. See, ladies and gentlemen, this ain't got nothing to do with sports. You're dealing with something right now. You're going through something right now. You're in the midst of something right now. Do not let the enemy attack your mobility or stability, because you still have ability. And ride with that. Coach Prime, baby. Say it straight.
I mean, some inspiring words from Coach Prime right there, man. But B, when we were talking about getting you on the podcast, we talked about how you wanted to have this video at the beginning, before we started the podcast. So right here, right now, I want you to kind of explain the importance of that video. Why did you want the viewers and us to listen to that before we get started today?
First of all, thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Well, one of the main reasons why, because, there's a lot going on right now with COVID-19 and things going on for just last year. And I thought, kids are going through things. All right. And what Prime was saying, hey, man, keep going. Mm-hmm. No matter what's going on in your life, no matter what happens, no matter what goes on a day-to-day basis in your life, continue to go. Continue to fight. Because we all know, man, things aren't always going to be peaches and cream every day. Right. So you got to continue to go and fight that good fight. And at the end, hopefully we get that reward.
Yeah, that's awesome. What I love that he used like the ATM reference, right? You got to deposit something to withdraw something, right? So in a sense, football Saturday. College football's on Saturday, so he was using, do we deposit enough throughout the week to get the withdrawal that we want on Saturday? And I thought that's a great reference right there. But what the word that comes to my mind, especially when watching this video, is doubt. Dude, I feel like doubt's one of our biggest enemies. Because, I mean, if the moment, like he was saying, the enemy, like that myth, it infects you, right? They're just trying to infect you, right? They're trying to make you play down to our ability or your abilities. And like doubt, I feel like as soon as it runs through someone's mind, dude, it's hard to get out. When you doubt yourself real quick, and it might be this littlest things, and you might not mean to do it on purpose, but sometimes, you get a little doubt in your head, and it's hard to overcome that doubt. So that's what I get from this video. I mean, dude, Coach Prime, awesome guy, awesome videos. He's very inspiring. You showed us another one before the podcast. Do you follow up with his content?
Yes, man.
His message?
He actually helps me out, man. I look for it, and I can't wait for Prime to say something day in, day out, man. Because I always have my notes out, trying to pick up on something, because like I coach. Mm-hmm. So if he says something that I can give to the kids, man, and I'll use it, man, and that's what I want to do.
Yeah. You feel like you can learn from other coaches from other sports, huh?
Of course, big time, man. I mean, it goes hand in hand. So I think football goes hand in hand with basketball. Basketball goes hand in hand with baseball and so forth. So I'll take something from anyone. Like I'm a big plagiarizer when it comes to that, man. 'Cause I'm always looking for the next thing, or looking for the next best thing, so I can give the kids that I coach.
Yeah. Now your shirt says "Loyal to the Soil."
Yes, sir.
Is that plagiarized? Is that you?
I mean, that's something I've always stood by, man. I feel like nowadays, man. I mean, we see it. It's a lot going on out here, man, and guys aren't loyal.
Right.
People aren't loyal. It's hard. It's hard to find a solid guy. Mm-hmm. It's hard to find a solid friend, or so forth, teammate, so forth, man. So that's me, man. I always try to stay 10 toes down and be loyal to what I'm loyal to, and loyal to the soil.
Yeah,
I'm loyal to where I started from, and loyal to who's loyal to me.
Right.
All right, and I really truly want for my brother what I want for myself. I want for my kids what I would have wanted for myself. Mm-hmm. And when I say kids, I mean the kids I coach. Mm-hmm. All right. So
now, I mean, because I feel like loyalty is such an important, in everybody's lives, it should be. Mm-hmm. But like, I feel at least in our generation, our people, like loyalty isn't a thing anymore.
Dude,
like,
it's
rare.
rare.
Know what I mean, like people are so quick, and it's kind of everywhere too. But people are so quick to stab each other in the back. You know what I mean? Like, why do you feel like that's out there? Like,
I don't know, man. It's
I feel like it goes hand in hand with like selfishness a little bit.
I think it's just, right.
Yeah, it has to be that, especially in the century, the time that we live in now. Like we got everything at the palm of our hands. Now at this point, it's like everybody wants everything more than, or everybody wants everything that everyone else doesn't have, right? So you just want the most, and it just becomes selfish.
But why can't we be loyal to the soil, right? And get everybody. Everybody.
Hey, that's why guys being dudes, baby. We bring guys that are loyal to the soil.
That's right, man. I mean, and like I said, man, it's enough for everyone to go around.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
it's enough, man.
No, it really is.
There's a lot out here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just think about if we all just put our heads together and just pull the same way.
Yeah,
just think about how high dynamic we could be then.
Yeah, exactly. That reminds me of a tweet I saw after Fresno State beat UCLA. Someone was like, "Man, I've never seen the city more together and like strong after they beat UCLA." Dude, I mean, like, think about it.
35,000 total were there, man.
Yeah,
they've
the UNLV game.
Yeah, they've never seen.
Right,
or it's been a long time since they've seen that.
Yeah,
since they've seen that many people there, and I mean, think about it. Everybody that's there going for one team, one thing in mind.
Put everything else aside.
Yeah, putting everything aside, and just getting after it, having a great time.
No, it was pretty sick to see the city, especially after that UCLA win, dude. Like the city went nuts, bro. Everyone's fired up. What were you about to
say? Just think about that though, man. Like that's almost like Seattle Seahawks. You know how they say they have the 12th man?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd is the 12th man. All right, that's the 12th man.
Yeah.
When you can pull all that together, do you know what that does for Fresno State football team? Exactly. They feel the crowd. They feel the energy. They understand the vibes. They understand the frequency. Mm-hmm. So just think about that. If you're on that field playing at that time and you see your crowd rocking for you, in your mind, I'm going to make this next play.
Yep. That's what
Right?
Jay Crop did, bro. 4 touchdowns. That boy
Dude.
Jay Crop. Jalen Crop.
He went off, man.
He went off.
That shit was crazy.
After we didn't have a touchdown yet, and Luke, we went to the game, and Luke's like, man, dude, they just got to throw it to Jay Crop. They need to just throw it to him, bro.
Dude, because he was wide open majority of the
open,
time,
yeah.
bro. He kept being wide open. They kept trying to do all these different things. I was like, bro, just give it to Jay Crop. Let's open it up
Yep.
and get it done with, bro.
And then next, 4 touchdowns, bro. It was crazy.
And
But
I
yeah.
mean, going. I mean, kind of leading on that energy a little bit. I think is that a big reason why because you're fired up nonstop when you're coaching, right? And just what you were just saying about like the fans, like that 12th man, right? Do you feel like with you being energized as a coach all the time that's your like the little 12th man to that players and it keeps them going fired up? Because I've always wondered that, man. I'm like, dude, no matter what happened, if we're getting blown out, if we're winning, or just whatever the case was, he was nonstop fired up.
Dude,
and you've seen it too,
nonstop.
right?
Yeah. Oh,
Dude.
no, 100%. You've coached me and I've played against you. So I've seen it from both sides, and you have too,
Yeah.
dude. It's nuts, bro. You got the most energy out there on the field for every single pitch, too. Like the one thing that I take away, and when I look at you, I can look at you in the first inning, and I can look at you in the last pitch of the game in the 7th inning, and you're doing the same exact thing because the game has not ended.
Man, and I understand, man. It's to the last pitch.
Yeah.
And I understand this. The kids feed off the coach's energy.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. So if the coaches aren't down, or if the coaches are down, and the kids they see it, they feed off that.
Uh-huh.
So I cannot allow myself to be down.
Yeah.
I got to stay up all game because the players are watching me.
Uh-huh.
All right. If I look like I'm defeated, they're gonna be defeated.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They look up to you.
Yeah. So man, like I know what it does. I talk about it all the time. It's hard to maximize the energy. It's hard for a team to get up there on that level to when the energy is so high.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for another team to match that when it's
especially when they're away from home, they're playing at your field under the lights in a packed stadium, bro. And you got the energy, you got everything. Dude, it's hard to come in there and try to beat a team like that.
And I think, man, I think my energy is up 10 times more when I'm playing away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because it has to be.
Gives you that edge,
Because you're not in front of your home crowd. You're not at your stadium. You're not at your field. So I'm like, okay, now I got to go. I got to take it to another level because we're at their place.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And it's when you're looking around, their crowd's the ones that's up. So I got to make sure I'm going against the crowd, the team, and so forth.
Yep. That way, yeah. So it keeps that comfortable, for your guys, it keeps them comfortable because if they're loud on it, might pucker up a little bit and things get a little dicey. And
we all know how that goes sometimes, man.
Yeah.
It's just a game of baseball. Shit happens,
It's pretty crazy.
But no, that's crazy that you just said comfortable because when he was saying that, I was thinking uncomfortable because, we've talked about it in the past and a couple episodes ago, when you go and put yourself in an uncomfortable situation and the way you handle it and the way you overcome and adapt over it, like shows or like makes you grow, right? And for in this case, you're going to another stadium, right? With their fans, their field, everything, their umpires, and it's kind of like an uncomfortable situation in the sense.
Right.
And then you go and you adapt, and then you learn, you overcome it, and then you get your team the win.
Of course,
because you feed. And by watching from the stands, especially this last year, I could watch your energy feed into your dugout. And then it transcends onto the field.
Of course,
it's honestly unbelievable. Like they look up to you and they're fired up, especially when you talk, man.
And that's my main goal, man. I'm just trying, like I said, man. I try to maximize my energy so they can maximize their energy, and see what comes out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I jumped ahead a little bit. So I think we can go back a little bit. Let's figure out who.
Yeah, what's going
Mr.
on?
Brandon
What's going on
Simon
a day-to-day basis
Yeah,
right now?
let's figure out who
Brandon
it is, man. Who are you?
Man, I'm a family man.
Yep. You got 2 kids?
Hey,
Right?
love my wife, love my kids, love my family, love my friends.
Yeah.
Loyal to the soil.
That's basically
Every day.
Yeah.
And I'm in love with baseball. So that's a part of my life, man. I just got to give it up, man, to my wife and my mother-in-law, man, because they allow me to do this stuff.
Right.
And I'm gone. I'm ripping and running, man. We're picking up kids from school. We're taking one kid here, taking the other kids to gymnastics, one to baseball, one to soccer. And without that group,
Right.
man, with that village, I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
So that's it, man. I'm just down to earth, man. What you see is what you get out of me, man. Like the first time you meet me is if whatever you get out of me, that's who I am.
Yeah.
It's no different.
Yeah, definitely seems like you guys are tight. I'm seeing on your wife's Instagram stories. Sometimes you guys are always like together at the house. Either you guys are all swimming with the whole family, a little barbecue and stuff. Like it always seems like you guys are always together, just tight, hanging out when you guys have that time.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. She's definitely my best friend. Man, we rock together, man. She has my back 110%.
It's important to have.
That's very important. No, dude, it's awesome to see. Like going on to what he was saying about Crystal's Instagram page. Dude, honestly, I love it because I get to see pictures of BJ, Bryn, you guys, BJ's hits, everything, dude. It's awesome. But how do you find the time to like balance the practice? Because you're dummy involved in the CBA, so it's like you're gone. You're doing practices, you're doing tournaments, and like not just one team. Like you're overlooking everybody. Right? If you're there at 4:00 and there happens to be a 10-year-old team in there, you're not just going to sit on to the side and just watch. Like you're going to go and help and observe and get your hands involved and try to help as best as possible.
Like I said, man, like if I didn't have the team I have,
dude,
man, none of this would be possible.
Right.
Trust me, man. I would have to cut something out. And baseball or my wife, that's easy. My wife. so baseball will be out the picture. So, but yeah, man, I mean, like she just allows me to do it, man. And she know I love the game and she's there for me. She supports me 110%.
That's awesome. How long have you been coaching for?
Woo. 18 years. 13 at Edison. And this is going to be my 5th year at Clovis North.
Damn, you already been at Close North for 4 years, going on to your 5th?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, man. It flies by.
Yeah. How do you like coaching in the track? You like it?
Man, that's it, man.
Competitive, huh?
Like I said, I love it. Like the energy, game in, game out. That's what I love, man. And I love there's never blowouts.
No, never.
So the energy automatically is there.
Right.
In the course of games, man, like it's going to go up and down. So, man, that energy right there is crazy. I've never seen it. It's almost like you're playing the last game of the World Series.
No,
game
and
in,
it's
game
like
out
every game
with both teams like going at each other.
Right.
I mean, it's been some times where we've gotten warnings before the game's even started from the umpires because they know already. Okay, we're here. It's going to be rowdy. A warning before the game even starts. So, I mean, I enjoy it.
No, I enjoyed it too when I played in the track. It's just so competitive. And like, if you're a competitive guy and you like that, like feeling and that adrenaline, in the 7th inning with the winning run on third base and, your best hitter at the bat and he's about to hit a walk-off, dude, like that just, the adrenaline that runs through like your body during those games is unbelievable. The track level of baseball is crazy high. And I don't think, honestly, people can hate me for this, but there's not another conference around that's like the track.
No, dude, it's definitely intense, man. It's definitely competitive. Because, I mean, bro, it could be a 1-0 ball game. Like you were saying, there's no blowouts. It could be a 1-0 ball game with your 2 best guys on the mound, a Friday night game. Everybody's there for high school and just everybody's looking drippy too. Because most of the track teams got some good looking jerseys, you know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, it's fire. It's definitely gets you fired up, right?
Yeah.
It's cool, bro.
Has there like been a specific game that has stood out to you over the last 5 years at North, or even at the last 13 years previously at Edison?
Of course, man.
I know there's a bunch, but
the track, all in all. But come on now, when you face Buchanan, that's a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our players know what they're coming in for, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So we're gonna bang heads.
Yeah. Leading up to the week, do you guys talk about it at practice? Because
I know.
like when we were at Buchanan,
it's all we got to be strong mentally. And they know. I mean, they've grown up with most of those kids, so they know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's no secret.
Right.
Everybody knows. That's why that game, Clovis North and Buchanan, that's why it's so packed all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's going to be a game.
It always is.
And no matter who's on what side, like you guys can have 15 D1 guys, we can have no D1 guys. It's going to be a game.
Right.
All right. I mean, and I think that just tells you how the scouting part, how we scout each other during that season.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't think anyone scouts like the track does.
No, seriously.
Right? We have a ton of at-bats on every opponent. and vice versa. They have a ton of at-bats on us.
Dude, binders. Every
Yeah,
team has
no,
binders of
binders.
every team, man.
Like huge binders of stats. Like, dude.
So figure that out, though. Like that's where a kid has to figure out they know their weaknesses.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that now mentally, the player has to be dialed in because you have a weakness. And how do I learn to get better at my weakness during that week or throughout the year? I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, the mental side of baseball, man, is key to me. I mean, physical is there. We do physical all the time, but who's working on that mental side with these kids? If they say it's 95% mental, 5% physical, or 90%, whatever it is.
Right.
You know, who's working on that part? Right?
True.
We do physical every day.
Every day.
Who's working on the brain? Who's working on that stuff? You know, that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
All right, because they have
It's
to believe.
untapped.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
actually-
Like they need to know when they walk out there, I'm the best.
Mhm.
They don't have to say it, but in
Just
your
gotta
mind,
feel
I think that.
Right.
But because I mean, we know what that does for a kid. If you go out there and you think you're the best, you're gonna feel like you're the best.
Mhm.
But if you have any slight, I don't know, maybe
Doubt, remember?
You're
if
defeated
you
right
have
there.
any doubt,
Mhm.
that's gonna go the
You're
other
done.
way.
Yep, it's done.
Yeah. So every time you step on that line, man, between those lines, man, you better go
Uh-huh.
and think you're the best.
Yeah, I feel like you got to be like that with everything. Like if you're not, it's honestly goes key to key with confidence, right?
Yeah.
If you're not confident enough in what you're trying to do, dude, it's not going to go your way. You got to believe that you're the best and believe that you're the best at it, whatever you're doing. And you could totally see too when kids go out there and they don't think that they're the best, or they're like playing like Buchanan in a sense, right? And they're small town school. You could just tell like that doubt and that defeat already when they show up. They got no fight.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I mean, like we see it right away.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and me and our pitching coach Mike Bumate, we were like, man, like, look at their eyes. They look a little nervous.
Right.
We gotta pick it up for them. All right, we gotta have a little speech before this game because some of these guys are looking a little nervous.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I've seen it, man. That Buchanan game this past season.
The first one that you got, the one that you guys won.
Like it was a different vibe. It was a different vibe in our club and in the locker room and at the field, man. I've never heard our players not talk. So I was trying to figure out, what is this? Like, are they locked in or are they nervous?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I went around, man. You all right? You okay? I'm ready. Okay, you ready? Ready. So they were dialed in that day.
It was time.
It was time.
Wow.
And we didn't have to look at our watch to know what time it was.
You just knew.
Yeah, you just knew.
It was time.
You just knew it was time. The next day we played Buchanan. Those guys, they got a little confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So now the chatter started again. We take the L the next day.
Mm-hmm.
The vibe, the energy wasn't the same. They lost a little focus because they got a little confidence.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you got to keep that same. If you don't talk, baseball players, man, we're super superstitious.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if you didn't talk the day before, don't talk today.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right, don't change up anything. Keep it the same.
No, right. And then like from a coach's perspective, because like me and you've coached and like for CBA, like when the team shows like a freaking all out great game, like their focus is there from like the moment they walked in, they got the job done, they did everything they had to do. And then to see them like the next day or like the next game and they're just a totally different team, it's like so frustrating. I remember that being one of the more frustrating things. In my head, obviously I'm not going to go tell them, but in my head I'm like, man, like, why can't we do everything that we just did yesterday?
Right.
Why you guys put the same focus into yesterday? Why can't you guys put that same focus into today and just get the job done?
Right.
But dude, do you think it just goes to the fact that we're just kids? Dude.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, it can be a multitude of things. It can be, what they had for lunch that day, or
What happened?
did they
in the
hang out? Did
morning,
they hang out? Did they hang out with their friends before the game? It could be a bunch of things with kids. So I mean, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're gonna
No, I was just gonna ask, like, how did the relationship with Jeff and Prieto happen? I mean, because you said you're at Edison for 13 years, right? And then 5 years, that was about the same time Prieto came in. So I mean, how did that relationship happen?
So I've a few ways. I've coached against Prieto when he was at Sunnyside, and then also Central,
Okay.
and then Brian Oliver, Mike Bumate. It was a village that kind of
So there's just
grabbed
some
me.
good
Yeah.
people that kind of knew it was
Exactly.
the right spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, and they knew, man, we were all close and we're all cool with each other. So they wanted to put together an all-star staff, and I'm glad I was a part of the all-star staff.
No, yeah, you definitely are. You guys are tight because I mean, for when I was there playing, like just seeing them, like how they just the coaches like went about it themselves, like they were good buddies, but they knew when it was time, like they knew when it was business and all that. And it was cool to watch them, all together get after it. So that's why I was just wondering how that happened.
Oh yeah, man, it was that those years were pretty good, man. It's just we had arms.
Yeah.
We had arms.
How'd you feel about that? You think we would have
made
a good run?
We had arms.
Yeah, we had arms.
Yeah, when you have arms in the track,
Dude,
man,
our whole team threw, man.
Yeah,
our whole team threw, bro.
Hey, when that situation shows up, man, you got a good chance.
Yeah. That was a tough one, man.
I mean, I was already graduated. It wasn't there's COVID,
It was
right?
the COVID year, yeah.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
So it was last year?
Yeah, the fall, yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Damn. And you guys think you would have won?
I mean, we
Nah,
had a good
it's
shot.
baseball,
We had a good
but
shot.
we had a
Anything,
great shot, dude.
anything can happen.
Yeah.
True.
Anything can happen when you step between those lines.
Yeah.
True.
So I'm not saying we were gonna win it, but we had a good shot.
Mm-hmm. But before you coached, you played, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What did you play in high school? Did you play all sports or?
I played basketball and baseball.
Yeah. Football?
When I was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went to Edison,
Went
right?
to Edison, yep.
What year did you graduate?
98.
98.
I'm an old man, RJ.
And then you went to West Hills, and then from West Hills you got drafted, right?
Yeah.
So talk us through that. When did you get drafted?
West Hills, it
in
was
that.
2000. I was drafted, man, played to 2005. I had an interesting story, man. I used to, in high school, I hit right-handed all my life.
But did you throw right-handed or you threw
I
left?
threw left-handed.
Okay.
Hit right-handed all my life. Learned how to hit left-handed. And when I tell you it was a struggle, I had some bad days, more bad days than good days.
Mm-hmm.
But I stuck with it, man. I just stuck to the script, man, and kept fighting and kept working through it, man. And I learned to hit left-handed. And I think that's what not got me drafted, but it helped me out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was always a super athlete. I was fast. I had a good arm.
What was the reason for switching righty to lefty?
Well, just get down the line faster.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who told me, but I think it was my high school coach, Coach Rode in high school.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, man, you should start working left-handed.
Coach Rold was your coach in high school?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Dang. Wait, do you know when Coach Rold got there?
When did he get there? 92, maybe? 91?
Dang.
Yeah,
dude,
he's been
that's
there
nuts.
he was there for a while, man. He's this is his last year this year at Edison, man. So
no way.
He's going out. Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, it's time, man. He changed that program around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Edison would get blew out 22-0. And he kept working and kept going and kept fighting, man. And he had some good years.
No, yeah.
He had some good years, man. He had some good players come through there. And he pushed that line, man. He didn't give up on us.
Uh-huh.
He pushed us, man, and he kept rocking, and he's going out now, but it's fun.
Yeah, that is fun. Did you always want to play baseball? Was that
No,
your main focus?
Football was my best sport, man. Something happened early on in my life, man. My pops was like, nope. Had a head injury. He was like, you're done.
Really?
Yeah.
What position did you play in football?
Safety and cornerback.
Oh, okay. Big defense.
Receiver.
Yeah, I like to hit people.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you like to just go in there?
Oh yeah. I wasn't afraid of anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I wasn't afraid.
So when you made that switch from right to left, were you born naturally righty or lefty?
No.
What-
Threw
what-
left-handed, hit right-handed.
Really? See, I see a lot. I feel like I see a lot of kids that will throw right-handed and hit left-handed
Yeah, I
for
was
some
the
reason, and sometimes like you can tell that it's just like they forced it. Some people are born with like being righty lefty, and then some people like forced it, and you
Yeah.
can tell when it's forced. Like it just doesn't look smooth, as smooth or natural.
I've
Have you noticed that?
seen majority guys I see that are righty lefty. It's smoother. Like usually,
Really?
like it to me, the ones I've seen, it looks like they were born throwing righty, hitting lefty, but it was always weird to me to see.
Oh.
It's like, but I mean, I've never seen lefty righty. I've never seen
that
that
is-
one.
yeah,
That one was
yeah,
different.
that was different.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's different, man. Like I said, man, that was some days, man. That was some days. That was
Dude,
some days where I was like, oh man,
That's funny.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, I stuck to the script, man, and just kept pushing, man. I didn't stop. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
So you
stop,
got drafted to the Diamondbacks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How was all that experience?
Man. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
Man, and, just the people you meet along the way, man. I met so many guys that I'm still friends with that I talk to on the daily. We bounce information off each other and so forth, man. It's just, some of the guys I've met, man, they wouldn't have never met them. I have guys that went to Stanford, went to Harvard, went to Princeton that I would have never came in contact with.
Right.
But we crossed paths, man, and there were some great guys, and I enjoyed that part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I was gonna say, going back a few episodes ago when I was saying, we should try like calling people like randomly and all that. Dude, he's the prime example of doing that. Knowing him, man, you're always talking to everybody. You're always talking to somebody, right, throughout the day, and you're just picking their brain and you're just talking with them. And like we were talking about that like we should start just calling people and just our friends or just whoever on our contact list and just talk, have a chat.
Oh yeah,
with them
definitely,
just
man.
to
Because
hear what's going on in their world.
Yeah, man. Because you never know, man. Like, man, life is short.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Life is short, man, and we don't know, man. We can be here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then you're like, gosh, man, like he was just on my mind, or I was just thinking about calling him, but then now this happened.
Yeah.
So now you're like, now you're feeling bad.
Mhm.
I mean, I've had that happen. So, and when it's on your mind, man, go do it. Cause you just really don't know.
Yeah.
You just really don't know, man. And I even try to keep in contact with my players that's gone.
Yeah.
And they still like, Coach B, you're still calling me. Yeah, man. Because it's more than just baseball with me. It's a relationship that I've gained with you through baseball.
Yeah.
So, man, and I respect that because I just like checking on them, man. How you doing? And because, at Clovis North and at Edison, man, I was, they can talk to me about anything.
Yeah.
I'm there for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably like the ultimate player's coach. I'm the coach that knows everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So, and the players feel comfortable with telling me things. Players feel comfortable with talking to me about what's going on in their life, whether it be, girlfriends or so forth, whatever
The newest
it is.
song out.
Yeah, new
whatever.
song out. Yeah. So, yeah. And, they feel comfortable with me. So, I mean, I like that role. I like that role, man, because you never know what they're going through.
And I guess that has to explain why, he won the coaches award this last year, right?
Yeah, just recently you were named the national the assistant coach of the year in what's Region 8, right?
Region 8, yeah.
So what is that?
That's
Congratulations.
California.
Yeah,
I think
congratulations, man.
Thank you. California, Alaska, Hawaii, Oregon, Washington, and I might be missing one.
Dang, dude.
Probably
yeah.
like Nevada or something.
Yeah, something like that. I
That's
don't know.
awesome, dude. Congrats.
But yeah, man,
You've been
thank you,
working
man.
hard for that.
Thank you.
That's sick.
Thank
and
you, man.
well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved for sure. I'm sure that was unexpected too.
Oh yeah, I had no clue.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you
no.
don't, and I feel like you're the type of guy that you give and don't expect anything back.
Right.
You're not gonna expect anything back
No.
if you give anything out. So you given your teaching moments, through baseball, your life lessons through baseball.
Yeah,
And look at that. God
man,
worked his
I
magic,
give props.
man,
I give props to my staff at Clovis North, man. Like I'm there. I'm pretty sure I'm at North now, so that's where it came from.
Mhm.
Right.
So I mean, I was joking with one of my buddies, Dennis Brewer, that I coached with at Edison. He was like, "Hey man, I never even knew about this award. Maybe it's because I coach at Edison." And it was a joke, but he was like, "Man, I never even knew they had this award."
How did that? Do you know how that all went down? Like how they voted or all that?
I don't know,
Or
man.
you just got a call in there. and said-
Prieto probably knows more than me.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Prieto knows more than me. So yeah, man. But I was excited about it, man, and it worked out.
Yeah, that's sick,
I
man.
mean, because it could have gone to a ton of people.
Right.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah. So it's funny though, because I'm talking to some of my friends. They're like, "B, man, that's crazy, dude." He's like, they were like, "Hey, to me, that's GOAT stuff. That's GOAT shit."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like he
no.
said, because I don't know anyone that's ever won that award. They were like, "Dude, like you swept." He said, "Forget the other states. You swept California
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Like,
man.
Yeah.
from the top of California to San Diego."
Think about that. Think about
No, yeah,
all the
for
good
real.
And in
baseball
between-
teams.
Yeah,
and
you're
all the
right.
good
California
coaches.
has some amazing coaches,
Amazing.
amazing teams.
Yeah.
They're like, that's crazy. Forget everyone else. Just think about California.
Damn.
And I was like, yeah.
That's nuts.
No, that's what I was thinking about.
I didn't think of that.
Like,
Yeah,
think about
crazy.
all the talent and coaches that are out here, man.
But think about all the great coaches that's here.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Think about that.
That is nuts.
So yeah,
Just
man,
shows,
it
man.
was
Just shows you're top
amazing, man.
tier.
Yeah, man. I try to stay humble, man, and all it is, man, is just I'm hard work, dedication, and I'm passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, man. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about these kids learning and understanding, because no matter what, man, if baseball doesn't work out, man, that hard work, dedication, and passion is going to take you to the next thing, and it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop. You just take that to, or if you go into business, take that work ethic that you had in baseball or the sport that you're in and transfer it over. So it doesn't stop, man. It stays the same, and that's all I try to push. Hard work, dedication, and be passionate about what you do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I
And
think
that's
a
it.
lot of people don't, or a lot of the athletes, especially in the baseball, don't understand that the work at the grind and all that it's a true thing, man. You got you're not even up to high school to college, even the minor leagues, rookie ball, all that. You got to grind.
It's a grind.
It's a
man.
grind.
It's
It's a grind.
crazy.
But it doesn't stop, man. I'm telling you, man, if kids understood that, like, it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Like, if you're athlete, like most people like athletes because they know they've been through something. They had to be out there in the heat,
Mm-hmm.
winter when it's freezing out. They had to put in some work.
Mm-hmm.
They had
They
to
pushed
send
themselves to the
their
limits.
body through some extreme hard work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that does to you mentally?
Makes you stronger.
Exactly. Think about what that does to you when you're when you know you're in shape. When you feel like you're Hulk Hogan out there.
Yeah. Seriously.
You know? I can't be touched. I can't be seen. That's how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it stays the same. It just transfer.
Yeah. Take
Yeah.
us back to 20-year-old B, getting drafted, going off to Arizona. Did you go to Arizona?
Arizona.
You're what, around 20, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
19, 20, yeah.
Yeah. What were you like, man? Were you different? Were you the exact same? Or?
Man, I was the same.
Yeah?
I was the same guy, man. Like I said, man,
Just a cool cat.
what you see when you first meet me is what you get. It's no fluff, no anything, man.
Mhm.
It's what you get. It's what you see. I don't change up for anything. I am who I am.
So what was your mindset going into Arizona for your first year, first time showing up, never been there, didn't know anybody?
Oh yeah.
What was that mindset like?
I remember that moment. Hey, so get on the plane. Not really afraid, just like I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Ready to go, man.
It's time.
So I get to the clubhouse. I walk in, I'm like, oh, this is crazy. So there's a ton of Dominicans in there. So they start speaking Spanish to me.
Right.
So they think I'm a guy just coming in from Dominican Republic.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like,
You're like,
I don't
I'm just
know
from
what they're
Fresno.
saying. Like,
You're like, I'm
who
from
are these
Fresno,
guys?
man.
They have the same color as me, but they're speaking
That's
Spanish.
nuts.
So I was like, I don't know. So I just go in, and then one of the so when I get there, I get to my locker. One of my guys, man, Cedric Harris,
Uh-huh.
he came to me. He played center field for LSU when it was guerrilla baseball. He was the center fielder for those guys, and he kind of took me by the wing, man, and told me the ins and outs of like being a professional baseball player, man. And I'll never forget that.
Wow.
Hey, do everything. Don't give them a reason. Work your butt off. And that's what I do now. So
Mhm.
I don't ever forget that.
Right.
Give it your all. Work your butt off. And don't give
them a
no
reason.
one a reason.
That's true, man.
So,
What were your expectations of yourself going into that first year?
I don't know if I had any expectations. I just know I wanted to be the best I can be.
Still learning and stuff
Yeah.
still too. and
Because
all
it's
that.
different, man. When I got there, I'm like, oh, man, I don't know baseball.
Really?
Like, I really thought, yes. I was like, I don't know baseball. Because they give you so much at a high level. And you got to understand, like me, when I went in, I was still raw. So I played more basketball in the off season than baseball.
Mm.
Okay.
Because mostly all my friends were basketball and football players. So
And there wasn't travel ball like there is
no,
now too.
I played
huh, and
with
all that.
CC for a little bit,
Yeah.
Central Cal with Terrence Frazier. But I played more basketball because all my friends were basketball players.
Mhm.
So in the summer, I played basketball. And it was limited baseball. So I was still raw. I was just a raw athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And they saw potential in me and they took a chance.
So were you just not baseball? Like, were you just not have the baseball knowledge, or is it like going to the pros like that much like higher level? Like,
No,
do they just have higher level like
Oh yeah,
information?
well, you get the best stuff. Like
Yeah.
you have the best coaches.
Right.
You have the best everything.
But what difference is the best? Like,
It's at a different level. So they
It-
teach it. You got a high school coach, and then you got guys that's been at that level.
mhm.
So they teach it a little different.
I think it's like Tyler Bray was talking about, right? His whole time up until the time he got drafted, he was playing football. Once he got drafted, he had to learn football, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Because those whole years, he thought he was learning things throughout the years, but he was just enjoying it. But then it was so much of a job, and it was so much of everything else that he had to do, that now he had to learn the game, understand the little things, and understand that his body will do the work, and your ability will do the work. But now there's little things, the learning stuff, and all
Exactly.
that stuff. And I
Yep.
think was it
That's
the
exactly
same thing?
same
in
thing.
for
Same thing.
baseball?
Yep. So man, yeah, you just gotta, you're at that level, and you gotta think about it, man. Most of those guys that's there, they hit 400, 500, 600, 700 in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now imagine going up against that. That's the American guys.
Yeah.
And then what about the guys from Dominican Republic that does it day in, day out?
Seriously.
Now you have to compete against that.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's when this comes in place. How mentally strong are you?
And is that the
understand?
biggest key, standing out by the mental game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be strong. You got to be mentally strong, man, because you're going up against other dogs.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Other dogs, man. They're just like you. They're hungry just like you. They did things in high school just like you. So, and then, with the Latin American players, they do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So try doing baseball all day long. Now tell me how good you're going to get.
Yeah.
So
Dang, that's nuts. How was the facilities back? What year? 2000? Yeah,
2000.
2001 was when you first year, right?
Yeah. So spring training was amazing.
Yeah.
We were in Tucson. I love those facilities. Just
You'll never forget it, huh?
no, so many lockers and so many guys.
Really?
Like a ton of guys, and you're in there with single A guys, high A guys, double A guys, triple A guys. And it's guys.
Just
Yeah.
a lot of dudes.
It's a lot of guys, man.
A lot
and,
of knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I bet that locker room is hell loud too.
Yeah,
huh?
man. And it's guys that, hey,
Yeah.
you might have been watching on TV.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're like, oh, man, I was just looking up to this guy. Now I'm playing with this guy.
dang.
Yeah. Or I saw him in the College World Series.
Yeah.
Or,
HB and Jack Leiter.
Yeah.
Think about that,
HB
man.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Sat down and talked to Jack Leiter,
Yeah.
dude.
see,
How
I mean,
crazy is that?
so now, what if I have to compete against that guy?
Right.
Mentally tough. You got to be mentally strong. Be like, okay,
Yep.
he put his clothes on like I put mine on. He put his cleats on like I put mine on. I got to go.
It's time,
Or
man.
get sent home.
Exactly.
hmm So when did you stop playing? When your career? end?
2005, 2006, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I remember you telling me like an interesting story. Who were you competing with? Who's in the? Is there someone in the big leagues right now that's still playing?
Carlos Gonzalez. Oh, shit. Carlos Gonzalez, Justin Upton, Carlos Quentin, Connor Jackson, Cargo.
Uh-huh.
I think he's done now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, Cargo's done now. But man, I can tell you one thing about him, man. You can tell he's gonna be a big leaguer.
Really?
Yeah, he's gonna
You
be a
knew
big
it?
leaguer. Yeah, right away. You can
Were there
tell.
a few guys in there that you?
Oh yeah, right
Yeah.
away. Right away, you can tell. Yeah, he's gonna be
What,
that guy.
what made him stand
he
out?
just, he just stood out, man.
There's always
Hit,
those guys.
throw,
Yeah.
run,
Oh, wow.
everything.
Ask him a weird question, he'll answer it right away. Like
Hey,
he just
can't-
do
hey,
everything
he's-
right, you know.
Hey man, you can tell.
You said Justin Upton too, though.
Yeah,
Dang.
Justin, you can tell.
Are you guys the same age?
No, he's younger than me.
Oh, is
So
it?
that's the thing. Like he came in and what did he sign for? 6.9, something crazy.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
nuts.
something nuts. I don't know what it was, but yeah. But that's not the only guys, man. There's guys. You got to
Mhm.
remember, there's a draft every year.
Mm-hmm.
There's guys coming in there.
Yeah.
So man, it's a it's a business.
It is a business. That's
It's a
what
business,
HB was
man.
saying.
It's a business. It's a business, man. And then that business side it can be crushing sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
No matter what, man. Sometimes you can be better than the guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he's the first rounder and you're 20th rounder, 30th rounder, no matter what, that guy's gonna get the nod before you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because they have money invested in that
More
guy.
money, yeah.
Yeah. So I have to get that money out of that guy.
Yeah, no, you see a bunch of first rounders that get a ton of money
Yeah.
and they're given like 8 years, 10 years to get the job done because they have a massive investment in a guy and it's just not working out for them. And then that's when they cut all their losses when it just doesn't work out and they realize they lost all their money, dude.
Yeah, man. I almost kind of experienced it a little bit, man, because so when I got released from the Diamondbacks, AJ Hinch called me. I never met him, they had just came over from Boston, I think. I'm in Sacramento, living with my wife now.
AJ Hinch, the old Astros coach, right?
Yeah. He's like the GM or something for
Yeah.
the Diamondbacks. Called me. He's like, hey, Brandon, we're releasing you this year. Click. I said, oh, what just happened? Right before I can get anything out. It's like, all right.
Wait, that's what AJ Hinch did?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, shoot. What's going on here? So I think I called my wife and told her what happened. And I was like, all right.
Were you able to get any last word out to them?
No, it was quick, real quick. So, so that happened, man. And then, and I felt like I was ready. Like I felt like my swing was dialed in. I felt everything. I'm like, I figured myself out. I know what it is. I know. So that was kind of crushing. I could have still played. Still could have played. I had a few options. But I was kind of soaking in myself, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But so anyway, I went to spring training that next year. So I hung out with some of my buddies. So I see one of my coaches. He's like, hey, Brandon, hey, come talk to me in the hotel when you have some time. So I'm like, yeah, I'll come talk to you. So I end up going to the hotel, talking to my coach. He's like, hey, man, you know why you're not here right now? So I have no clue. He said, well, you did everything you're supposed to do, right? I was like, yeah. He said, you even helped those guys win that championship too, right? I said, yep. He said, okay, now I'm going to tell you why you're not here. He said, in our winter meetings, they said you put so much pressure on their first rounders that they couldn't bring you back because you were going to make them make a decision they'll have to live with for the rest of their life. And I was like, is that what happened? He said, that's the honest to God truth. I was like, all right, thank you. So I think that's what freed me mentally. I was like, okay, so it wasn't really me. It was a business move.
Yeah, it's strictly business.
Yeah, it was strictly
Wow.
business. So that's when I realized, okay, it's a business. So it kind of took the weight off my shoulders a little bit.
It's crazy to think that is the honest truth.
Holy
But like,
shit.
it really is. That's business right there. You know what I mean?
But why didn't you try? You didn't get picked up by another team?
Yeah, I had multiple other teams still call me and I was kind of like, I started doing real estate at the time, so I kind of like, no, I'll get back to you, and never got back.
Damn.
Yeah, so yeah, it was, but like I said, I wouldn't trade anything for the world, man. I wouldn't trade that for the world, man. It was a good experience. So now that's why I think I'm so passionate about giving the information to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen it. I know what it takes. I've been there.
Right.
And I mean, I'm not the only one. There's guys around here. I mean, we have a ton of pro guys around here, man. And they can come back and tell those stories.
Yeah.
Because they know.
Mm-hmm.
Guys that haven't been there, they don't know.
We got a couple guys lining up here in the next few weeks that are coming back because they just got back, or like the instructional league or development program that the MLB got. They came back for a week and then now they're back for a month and then it's the off season for about 5 months. So
yeah, man, ask those questions, man.
Yeah.
They have trust me, they have a lot to say. I mean, because it's different.
Mm-hmm.
But if you haven't been there,
You
can't talk about it.
Right.
I feel like seeing guys leave town and then when they come back, they're just so mature. You could just tell like they're still playing baseball, but it's like they're they have a job.
Yeah.
It's a job. You could just tell too. Do you guys get paid while you're there? Right?
Yeah,
but players get. Yeah, it's probably nothing.
Yeah, it's like pennies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a little higher now.
Yeah, of course.
When I was playing, but yeah, but it's
So
like
they get checks and all that every month.
yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's every 2 weeks.
Oh, every 2 weeks.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, you're shooting for something. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you might have to take less to go try to shoot for your goals, and if it don't work out, well.
Right.
Do in the pros? How did the pros get paid?
When you-
I don't know if this is true or not, but like I saw this a couple years back. I think they get paid like bi-weekly too.
yeah, same.
Yeah, that's what Hunter was
You
saying.
get a check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like professional baseball players.
Yeah.
Like
What do you
Yeah.
think
I don't know,
they
just
get?
like an instant deposit into the
Yeah.
account, maybe. Like I don't know. Imagine getting a
Yeah.
check after playing 2 weeks of baseball for
Yeah.
like $200 and some, $300 something $1,000.
You want,
That-
you want them
that's
to Venmo you or
that's
something, or what?
that's the low end.
I know. Jeez. What's
Think about those $1 million
I
checks that you
know.
get every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Those guys.
No one's getting $1 million every 2 weeks.
Think about Trout and those guys.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Trout
what are they getting in like a year?
They're crazy.
It's
Something.
something crazy.
Something nuts. Yeah.
Damn, dude, I can imagine that every 2 weeks.
I
running
remember,
that money in.
Tory Hunter
Yeah.
got a check. Where was I? I was somewhere by Tory Hunter. I was in the clubhouse.
Uh-huh.
He was like, shook his head. He's like, man, I can't believe they played me this much to play this game.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
That
That's
is
crazy.
crazy. No, it's genuinely awesome to see like major leaguers because if you really look at it, it's like they're adults, they're grown men, and they're playing a sport that they just absolutely love. They're playing a little kid's game, right? That's
Yeah.
like the little saying. It's a grown man playing a little
Yeah.
kid's game on TV, and it's honestly pretty sick. If you really look at it, sport's pretty insane. To, like see grown men playing little kid sports,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
getting paid crazy amounts.
Yeah.
But going off what were you saying?
I was gonna say, so what was next for your life after
Yeah.
you decided, kind of not?
I think I sat around for a little bit, man. And
How come you didn't decide to go back though? Like I know you said you were the real estate, and but you were getting phone calls. But like how? I mean, if
I
you,
don't know,
if you
man.
were already up there, like how come?
I don't know. The real estate money was easy at the time.
it was just quick and easy. Real
Yeah,
quick.
it was easy.
Yeah, I can
You just
imagine.
kind of you did it. Was it like a thing that like you experienced it, you did it,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah, it was easy at the time,
got
man.
it.
So,
so then what was next?
what did I do after that, man? That's when I got into coaching at Edison.
Just
And
right
then
away.
I just no, it wasn't right away. I think it's maybe took a year,
Okay.
and then I took a year off, and then got back into it. And once I step one foot in there, man, I'm off and running.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, and man, like I said, Edison was a great experience for me, man, because I had some outfielders there, man. That was actually they had an article on those guys. Who was it? TJ McDonald, Marquise Cooper, and Kenny Travis. They had those guys rated one of the top outfields all time in this area.
Really?
Yeah. So
Damn.
I mean, they had a story about those guys in the Fresno B.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those guys were good, man. But one thing I can tell you about those guys,
What year was that?
what was that? 2000 and what was it?
Like 7, 8.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Oh, okay.
So one thing I'll tell you about those guys, man, those guys worked out. I have Saturday practices. But what we would do before we go to the field, there was a hill. It's called High Hill Park in West Fresno. We would go run the hill. Outfield drills up the hill.
Edison, right?
Yes,
Dude.
by Edison.
Oh my God. Let me tell you about this. Probably 4 summers ago. So you guys know how, or no, five summers ago, because you had to have been a coach still there. That summer program, like where they train, Roll has them go out there for like 2 weeks or
Yeah.
something like that, where it's just straight conditioning. So one time I go out there, and it was back when Isaiah was playing.
Mhm.
So I would just go hop in the car, just go get some conditioning out of the way. And I was actually kind of forced into it because they told me about this hill, and I was just like, no shot I'm going to any hill. And this is back when I'm already a freaking chubster, Big Rob's actual Big Rob. And I go out there, and dude, this hill, I mean, the workouts that they were doing on this hill is nuts. Like, it's a massive ass hill, doing sprints, doing everything that you can possibly imagine going uphill over this hill. Like, it's
Yeah,
an
that hill,
intense ass hill.
You're a jerk, man.
Why?
You ruined it. You just interrupted his story talking about the hill. Let's
Oh,
talk
it's
about
all-
your story about
it's
the
all
hill.
good.
You're a jerk, man.
Sorry, man.
It's good. It's all good. It's all good, man.
You're a jerk, man.
But yeah,
get up on
that
time
hill,
today, huh?
hey, that hill was a good hill, man. Hey,
Yeah.
I even
It was a good hill.
hey, I implemented that hill at Clovis North. So
Yeah.
man, our guys gotta not the hill in West Fresno, but the hill out there by Clovis North, and those guys love it. They get after it, man, and that hill workout, man. You can ask any kid, man. Like I said, I really truly care about kids, man. I don't care what school you go to, Buchanan, Clovis North, Edison, Memorial, Clovis High, Clovis West. It doesn't matter. Let's go. We're all here for the same purpose. We're going to get some work, and let's go get it.
Mm-hmm.
And they compete with each other. That's how you teach those guys to compete.
Yep.
And I loved it though. I loved it when when the Clovis North guys were out there and the Buchanan guys were out there together because they were pushing each other.
You not do it anymore?
Huh? I haven't did it this year, but I want to get back to it.
Yeah, when you do it, hit me up.
Yeah.
I'll go out there and do a
that's
video.
it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was tight.
RJ was one that did the video. Yes, right.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
right.
the
2
hill.
of them.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hill and the hill 2.0. Right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. But I have a question, man. Do you think that in order to be a good coach, you had to be a good player at one point?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Or no, you get not necessarily. I think you just got to be able to relate with kids.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to be able to relate.
Yeah.
You can't. I don't think you can look at kids like you're over them. I think you got to look at them eye level.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think once coaches look over kids, like they're over them, like they're superior, which we are, but don't look at them like that, you'll be fine. But if you look at them eye level, you can get them run through a wall for you.
That's very
Yeah.
true.
You can. I'm telling you, man. I look at
get the best
all
out of
kids
them.
eye level. I don't look at them like I'm your coach, but I'm gonna get to your level. And they'll, like I said, man, they'll run through a brick wall for you. I've seen it.
So let me ask you this. How did you get to the place you're at now? Like, how did you become the coach that you are? You just soaking in all the knowledge? Is it by a certain person? Maybe.
No, I listen to man, I look at everything, man. I'm reading books. I read a book. I got an Inside Baseball. I mean, like I said,
Just
I'll
everything.
take something for any. I have notes in my phone. If I pick up something someone's saying on TV or one of my counterparts are saying, like I don't feel like I know everything,
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take something from that and put it in my notes. That's good, and then I'll use it,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean it's reach one, teach one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know everything.
Right.
Like I said, I can get something from anyone. Some of my best stuff came from a guy at the liquor store.
Yeah.
No, facts. Yeah.
So
You need to start a podcast, man.
should I?
Yeah, because you're always fired up about something different.
Yeah.
Each and every day, it's always something different you're fired up about. Just get on the mic, just get fired up about it.
Hey,
Yeah.
man,
People love
hey,
it. You got connections.
I don't
too.
mind. Hey, you guys got it. I'll let you guys do that.
I
I was
like
just saying, man.
I like
Down
getting
the
phone
road.
calls in the early morning, right, from B, and he's like, "Yo, RJ, yo, let's get the podcast. You ready, man? You ready?" And I'm like, "Man, B, let's go." It's like 8:00 on like Wednesday. We're not filming for another 5 days, but he's fired up for it.
I finally made it, man. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, no, man.
Finally made it, man.
I'm glad you did
Enjoyed it.
too.
Yeah,
Wow,
man. I was like I said, I know I put you guys off a few times, and
Hey,
day-to-day life.
Busy.
Yeah, we all got lives.
Day-to-day life, man. So, but I'm glad
Learn
I'm
to
here.
adapt, right? We talked about that a couple episodes ago. We talked about how, we live to like adapt to situations.
Yeah.
So, it's not a problem that you probably had other things,
Yeah,
But how's the facility going?
man. BluePrint Sports, baby.
Yeah,
It's rocking and rolling,
that's your baby, huh?
man. Yeah, man. We me, Jamil, Brad, Brian, and Jared, man. We rocking and rolling, man. We put our minds together and we started something great.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's awesome,
sick.
dude. State of the art
Man.
facility
We just
for sure.
we're trying to maximize on everything we can there, man. And I mean, it was a long time coming, man. It was about time that we did something of that sort, man, because we were going everywhere else.
Mhm.
And we decided to let's put our best foot forward, man, and rock and roll with this ourselves.
Yeah, now this is a hitting facility, correct? And-
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What you guys have? 3 nets, right? Is it 3 nets?
3, yeah, and all the nets you can pull them back. So if you want to do infield inside, you
Uh-huh.
can.
Oh,
And
nice.
then we also turf the parking lot.
Oh,
So the outside part is all turf.
oh, so there's a lot of space.
Yeah, so you can go do strength and conditioning and so forth, man. You get ground balls
Not at
out
all.
there.
So teams go and book
Yeah.
times. And,
Yeah, they book times, and
Okay.
man, we've had softball teams in there. We've had other travel ball teams coming there. We had other high school teams coming there and so forth, man. It's been a good deal, man. It's we're trying to grow, and I think, man, we got a good team.
Yeah.
You know, we all do something different, but we all stay in each other's lane.
Right.
You know, so we're trying to make this thing as best as possible, man. And so far, it's looking good.
Yeah. Do you guys fully equipped it, like with softballs, baseballs,
Yes,
all that?
yes,
Oh,
yes. We have,
awesome.
yes. So you don't have to bring in your own balls. We have all that there.
You just show up and it's time, baby, at Blueprint.
Yep.
It's time at Blueprint.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, when you find the right counterparts, man, it's almost destined
Mm-hmm.
for you to do something like that.
And there's
Yeah.
people there almost every day.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's rock and
seriously,
rolling, man.
you got your
Mhm.
brother and his group of friends. There's teams
Yeah.
there. There's individuals there.
Yeah,
There's
I'm,
people there every day.
I'm trying to get a hot yoga Pilates
Oh, there you
going
go.
on in the mornings time, or
Oh, that'd be
or
perfect.
Zumba.
Yeah,
Yeah. Especially,
So-
dude,
I've been
especially
talking
in the
about getting
winters.
into some yoga. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, dude, I need to start
Yeah,
stretching
dude,
a little
your
more.
knee juice is going
Yeah,
out.
my knee juice.
Yeah, so if we can get that going on in there
yeah, you
in
gotta
the
let me know.
in the morning times, you know,
Uh-huh.
workouts are best in the morning.
Oh, for sure.
So if we can get that done,
That's the best
that'd be
time. That's
amazing.
the best thing to do before your day. Start
Oh,
your
yeah.
day with a workout. Oh man, that's
Dude, you're
money
a
right
dick
there.
for freaking interrupting him right now.
That was my fault. My fault. I was just fired up about that. All right. Sorry.
Right. Hey, Sula want to get into some hot yoga.
No,
Let's
dude,
go.
hold up.
No, he doesn't want to get into hot yoga for the yoga. He wants for the other reason.
What?
We've talked about it. Dude, you want to go see the females, man.
Oh.
Sula's
Dude,
lurking
you
right
threw it
now.
out there right there.
Sula's lurking right now in life, you know.
Lurking.
He's traveling. He went to San Francisco for a Tinder date. So he got that out of the way.
I went to San Fran for the Tinder date. Really?
He's
Expose me
lurking
like
right now.
that?
No, I'm just
That's
playing.
dirty,
No, we'll bring
man.
it back. But no, B, awesome having you on, bro. I appreciate everything. You know, all the knowledge, you know, that you gave to us, not only today, but in the past. You know, when you coached us, I can't thank you enough for everything that you've taught me on and off the field, all the life lessons. Because honestly, I feel like you teach a lesson through the game of baseball
Mhm.
for all these kids, and I genuinely think everybody appreciates that. Not only the kids, but also the parents, because but the parents aren't blind too. The
Yeah.
parents can see everything that's going on. They see the relationship you have with their kid, and they see how much you reflect on their kids. So I genuinely think everybody appreciates you, and honestly, it shows because you got the high school assistant coach of the year award, man. So congratulations on everything you got going. What do you got going on? Like, what's your goal for the next 5 years? You want to be a head coach at one point? You want to just
I don't know, man.
stay in your lane?
I've had some opportunities this year come across my way. Some college coaches talk to me. I don't know. One thing I do know is this: I have a 7-year-old and I have a 5-year-old. I don't want to miss anything. I mean, because that time is precious and it flies by.
And look, show them the shirt.
I'm loyal to the soil. So I'm loyal to my family, man. And
So you got a few more years.
yeah, so I got to figure
let
that
them grow
out,
up.
man. Like I said, it's not. If I can figure it out, for sure.
Right.
But my babies, and my family come first.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I got a son that's playing baseball and soccer, and a daughter that's doing gymnastics. So if I can
Busy man.
find some time in between there,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, and I know that next level schedule is a little, you know, it's different from the high school schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I mean, like I said,
It's even a more grind for you guys.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
I'm
that,
not gonna just automatically shoot it down. But if I can figure it out,
Right.
you know, I'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, but Luke, you haven't what you got?
No, man, I appreciate you coming on. Like I said, like
Mhm.
basically he summed it all up. You know, you're a great person, and just like not even today, but in the past, you've taught me a lot just having conversations with you. So I appreciate it, and I hope a lot of these people, you know, if you guys see them around, just say what's up, and
Yep.
dude, I know you'll talk to them for 20 minutes or whatever
Oh,
the
yeah.
case is. You know, you love it, but
right,
I mean, dude, you're a cool cat. I love that,
Yep.
and again, I appreciate you for
appreciate
coming
you,
on,
man. Thank you, guys, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. That was episode 16.
17. You're right.
Episode 17 of Guys Being Dudes.
It's all right.
All right, guys. Wow. I am discombobulated right now. I
That
just
threw you
messed up
off.
the episode 16. Godly. All right. That was episode 17. Thank you guys for listening and watching the Guys Being Dudes. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course, if you're a visual learner, then YouTube. See you next Tuesday at 7:30. Peace.
Peace.